What's up, y'all? It's London.
What's up, y'all? It's KK.
So, this is KK's first time watching Hereditary. So, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about it, and then we're going to tell y'all what we think about the movie, y'all. So, if you have not seen Hereditary, it came out in 2018, and it follows this family where the matriarch has passed away. The grandma that passed away is very mysterious, and she has left her family some type of weird spiritual paranormal inheritance. So after Grandma Ellen's funeral, they start to experience these paranormal activities immediately. The little girl Charlie is starting to see flashes of her grandma in the corner of her room, and of course she's frightened because she's only 13 years old. Now at the funeral, they do state that Charlie does have a nut allergy, so that's very important. Now they persist and go on about their lives, and they're mourning the grandmother, but that's when the daughter Annie starts to realize how mysterious her mother was, and she starts noticing like a necklace around her neck, and the same necklace that her mother has also gave her, and also the symbols are in different places. So she tells the son Peter to take the daughter Charlie to a party one night, and he wants to garden, but he doesn't want Charlie around. So that leads him to send her into the kitchen, and he's like, look, there's some cake up in there. She goes to eat the cake, and they're not realizing that the cake is packed full of nuts. So then Charlie has an allergic reaction, and Peter starts to immediately freak out, as he should. Now, earlier in the movie, Charlie did something that I feel like was subliminally predetermining her fate, which was she did end up cutting the head off of a pigeon. Her and her mother also have something in common where they like to make small replicas of things. So while Peter is trying to rush Charlie to the hospital, he's speeding down the road. Charlie's going into anaphylactic shock, and she sticks her head out the window, and everybody knows this scene because it's super famous, and she is decapitated. So instead of rushing to the hospital or saying anything, Peter just goes and gets in the bed as if nothing happened, and his mom wakes up, and of course she's devastated and she's in shock because her baby's head is missing. So then that starts another series of strange events. She meets this woman Joan in the parking lot, and then soon realizes from her mother's old scrapbooks and photo albums that Joan has known about this all the time. Now, what's the inheritance? Well, they want the son to inherit being some type of ancient deity, and it can only be passed on to a boy. They also do a seance, and that summons Charlie, and a whole lot of other strange things start happening, such as the father just blowing up in flames out of nowhere, and Annie, the mother, completely losing her mind and becoming paranoid, but also having these superhuman powers as if she's possessed as well. So that's Hereditary in a nutshell. Go check it out. Now we're gonna tell y'all what we think. Since you watched this for the first time, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 10.
Okay.
And, it was good. It was wonderful. I enjoyed it. The only thing I hated was the fact that the mom and son, they are the blames for, the sister, dying, whatever like that.
Yeah.
Both of them was wrong. It pissed me off. It made me upset.
Exactly. I feel the same way. And I will give this a 10 out of 10 because it was unique as a horror style. But I do like how it subtly builds up to the paranormal things, but also how it incorporates different rituals of people practicing the craft. But yeah, I'll agree with you because she forced Charlie to go to the party with Peter.
Right.
Also, I blame Peter because if you know your little sister has allergies, why would you send her into the kitchen? That's like sending her onto the battlefield. He should have asked straight away, is there any nuts in anything? Also, this is also the mother's fault as well, because if you know your child has an allergy, she should have had an EpiPen at least to stop this. Now, the part that did it was when he just went home and went to sleep.
Me too. Like, how you not tell your mom, you did that to your sister. Like,
right.
You just lay in bed. I guess he was super high. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But how you just missed that whole thing?
I think he went into like complete shock. Yeah, because he didn't even so much as like bat an eyelash or think to himself, wow, my little sister's head is removed from her body. Like, it was so intense, y'all. Like, I absolutely love that movie.
You could have called. He could have called the police or something. You
know what I'm saying?
Something like, yeah, it's okay to be in complete shock, but just to go home and lay in bed, like
what is that? What would you give it on a scale from 1 to 10, like scariness?
I'm gonna give it an 8.
8
because I wasn't that scared. You know?
Yeah.
It was a lot of like shocking moments, but it wasn't like, oh, this is like scary.
Yeah, I will agree with that, because I wish that they would have built up the boy turning into like the ancient deity more, or showed even more of him like doing like a transformation throughout the film, becoming more of that, rather than Charlie getting her vengeance and like basically taking over his body and like, hey, you let me eat those nuts at that party. I told you not to leave me alone so you could go garden with your friends. And then you turn around and, you know, you got my head out I got to put my head out the window to try to breathe. And now it's bopped off. So I wish instead of showing how Charlie was possessing him, they would have showed more of the deity possessing him so that they can complete the transformation.
But you got to remember in the beginning, Charlie did tell her mom, hey, grandma wanted me to be a boy anyway.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. So that's predetermined as well. Like, she was supposed to be a boy from the beginning. And I wish that was more of a storyline. And I think that another good thing would be if they had more of the grandma's friends from the cult, like basically kind of like stalking and surrounding the family. Now, the ending with the grandma and Charlie's bodies, 10 out of 10, that was so creepy. That was scary. Okay, yeah, I feel like
that's why it had some scary moments.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
it wasn't super scary.
No.
It was more like, ooh, I'm glad that's not happening to me type of scary, but just like a what if type of thing. But go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. That's our review for Hereditary. Let us know what y'all want us to review next in the comments.
And also give us your ratings on how you felt about it.
Yeah, how did you feel about Hereditary? What do you think about Hereditary? And if you've seen it, let us know what you first thought when you seen Shorty's head get bopped off like that. But that's it for this video. We're going to close it off. Once again, leave us recommendations and we will talk to y'all later, YouTube.